Welcome to the Writing Program Instructor Resources site. I'm just going to offer a quick tour so you know what resources are available to you as you plan your fall classes. This site is really modeled after a previous iteration of this site. Updates reflect the updates for the fall 21 semester. So the new textbooks or required textbooks in each of the courses, the course numbering system, etc. There's also content from the old site that we have moved over and that is really still valuable and incredibly important, especially for experienced instructors who have been in the writing program before. But quick tour so you know what's available to you. So the navigation, there's an overview, the writing program at NMSU, and then a link for each course under the purview of the writing program. English 1110, which is now called Composition 1, English 2210, Professional and Technical Communication, English 2221, Writing in the Social Sciences and Humanities. And then there's a couple other things on our homepage that you'll find that I hope you'll find useful. One is online writing instruction vis-a-vis Canvas, which of course is the learning platform that we use in our classes. This site is still under construction. Our resident expert, Dr. Dylan Retzinger, is working on that, but that has a lot of resources for teaching online, a list of pedagogical resources, access to old professional development events, and then, of course, contacts. So I'm going to start by going to the English 1110 course page. And at the top of, within the English 1110 pages, they all have links at the top. This introduction is an introduction, of course, to the course, the approach, the logistics, required text, and the major assignment types. This was what I sent out as an email a couple weeks ago to all instructors. So this won't be new information, but if you didn't have a chance to read it, you might go over that. There's also a link to 1110 schedule and syllabi. So there's an annotated syllabus template for the fall 2021 semester and just some rough sample schedules for a Tuesday, Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday class that use these 3 assignment types. There's also a link to sequencing assignments, how you might think about these 3 assignment types for the course and how they work together. So quick review of the types and some options for how they work together. And then sample assignments and activities. These are organized by type, but as suggested in that sequencing page, you can be a lot more creative in how these work together. But here's some sample assignments for you that meet the idea of these 3 types of assignments. And finally, some 1110 background readings for teachers. These are resources, purposes of the course, links to inclusive and anti-racist pedagogy and teaching, some sources about multimodal writing and teaching as complex. That's for 1110. For 2210, look basically the same. A homepage. This homepage introduces you to the concept of the course, how you can think about this course as not just teaching someone how to write a memo, for example, but teaching them how to study and practice writing in complex technical and professional contexts. Proposes taking a concept-based approach. Also reminds you of our required textbook, Lannon and Gurak's Technical Communication, and suggests that some really nice complements to that textbook come from critical literature and technical and professional communication. That is also what is articulated as supplementary reading. So for the syllabi and schedules, again, link to an annotated syllabus template, link to a sample calendar. This is a pretty rough sketch of a calendar, but if you haven't taught the course before, could give you some ideas for how you think about the class, how often projects might be due if you're doing a project-based course approach. This also organized readings from the new textbook with supplementary readings into the course. This supplementary readings file, which I hope to update frequently and with input from teachers and scholars in professional and technical communication, uses concepts that are important in this field to organize readings that you might use to supplement the textbook, which is a bit more nuts and boltsy. And then finally, the sample assignments and activities list, and hopefully an expanding list of some of the types of assignments or activities you might find valuable in this course. Now just moving on to the final class and its resources. This would be English 22-21, Writing the Social Sciences and Humanities. Again, homepage, this, like 2210, introduces you to the concept of the course, how we think about it in the writing program, which isn't just teaching a theme, although instructors, as you know, are encouraged to use themes to teach this writing class, but thinking about using a theme in order to think about, study, and practice writing across the social sciences and humanities. So reading through this overview of the course might help you get your head around what am I teaching in this course. Then there's 22-21 syllabus template. Still working on that course schedule. It'll be coming soon. Look out for that. Sample assignments and activities. There's a lot of these. Some are newly created this semester in anticipation of this. Others are from semesters previous, but just a lot of good examples. When you see this title, generic assignment, that means there's going to be a list of a lot of different types where you can sort of think about how if you're thinking about how to teach, use your theme to teach writing the social sciences and humanities, these generic assignment types might give you ideas. And then, of course, much more specific assignments. And then minor assignments and activities, again, a list of generic ones, but also, discussion leading, reading journals, rhetorically analyzing an ad in class, things like that, that many of you are familiar with, but if you're teaching this class for the first time, you might find helpful to organize your ideas and get some new ones. The supplementary readings and resources for this course are access denied right now. Let's figure that out. There we go. Don't forget to publish. The supplementary readings and resources give some introduction to how you might think about the readings and resources that you include in 22-21. There's no required textbook. So while a lot of the sources you gather might be around a theme, you might also find it helpful to include some of these generic resources about writing the social sciences, writing the humanities, academic writing, research and citation, and then some thoughts about podcasts. I also want to draw your attention to a really nice example that Marissa Bond shared for the idea of using text from a variety of disciplines in a theme-based class. So she went ahead and annotated for her course themed around the relationship between nature and culture, all the different types of texts that she was using. So narrative essay, classic or conventional literature, essay from a popular news source, an informational film, an environmental science book, satirical news, environmental studies, African American studies, short fiction. So she's really showing how you can bring in readings from a variety of disciplines as you support a theme. And then finally, some background reading for instructors. Those who are teaching 22-21 for the first time are sort of thrown in there. Sometimes you've taught for a while, sometimes you've taught for just a year, maybe just the first year class. So thinking about how you can imagine this class as sort of based on the idea of writing across the curriculum can be really helpful. So these are background readings for teachers. Long pause. which happens in my videos. The last thing I'll draw your attention to, there's some pedagogical resources, professional development, but then contacts, which access denied. I'll make that. I'll publish that. The contacts are also down at the bottom of the homepage. I am the writing program administrator, Dr. Sharp Hoskins. Let me know when you have questions about the site. Dr. Dylan Rutzinger, a faculty member, is also helping with the site and with online pedagogy in particular this semester. And then our writing program coordinators, Emmanuel Asante, Mavis Bexon, Norma Palomino, Connor Pettit, they'll all be available as resources and experts helping you with these classes. So this summer, especially as others are off contract, if you have questions about the resources you have available to you or the class, please contact me. Shoot me an email, kcsharp@nmsu.edu, and I look forward to seeing you at the Welcome Back workshop. It'll be a digital workshop on August 16th at 9 a.m. See you soon.